Herkese merhabalar. Connect UK World Class University Webinar serimize hoş geldiniz. Ben İmran Mehmet, British Education Bureau web eğitim uzmanı olarak bugün Durham Üniversitesi'nden yetkilimiz Sarah Kaiser'la birlikte Dünyanın en iyi 90 üniversitesinden biri olan Durham Üniversitesi hakkında bilgiler paylaşıyor olacağız. Sunumumuza geçmeden önce, sözü yetkilimiz Sara'ya bırakmadan önce çok kısa British Education Bureau'dan bahsetmek istiyorum sizlere. Ardından Sara'nın sunumundan sonra da sorularınız olduğu zaman chat box'a paylaşabilirsiniz, oradan paylaşabilirsiniz veya hand button kullanarak sorularınızı sesli de sorabilirsiniz. Sunumun sonrasında biz tüm soruları birlikte yanıtlamaya çalışacağız. Şöyle de başlayalım sunumumuza. Şu var. Tam ekran yapayım. British Education Bureau olarak Durham Üniversitesi'nin biz Türkiye'deki resmi temsilciliğini yapıyoruz. 2002 yılından beri son 20 yıldır Türkiye'de İstanbul, İzmir, Ankara olmak üzere Türkiye'deki 3 şubemizde öğrencilerimize danışmanlık hizmeti sağlıyoruz. Temsil ettiğimiz üniversitelerin Türkiye'de tanıtımına destek sağlıyoruz ve organizasyonlarını gerçekleştiriyoruz birlikte. Bugün olduğu gibi. Son 20 yıldır dediğim gibi İzmir, İstanbul, Ankara'da ofislerimizde öğrencilerimize hizmet sağlamaya devam ediyoruz. Uzmanlığımız tamamen Birleşik Krallık eğitim sistemi, üniversitelerin giriş şartları, başvuru süreçleri gibi tüm aşamalar boyunca biz öğrencilerimize destek sağlıyoruz. Tüm danışmanlarımız Birleşik Krallık eğitim sistemine hakim, bu konuda eğitim almış danışman kadromuz bulunuyor. Türkiye'de toplam Birleşik Krallık'ta toplam 130 tane üniversite vardır. Bunların çok büyük kısmı devlet üniversitesidir. Ve biz web olarak bu üniversitelerin 90'ının Türkiye'deki resmi temsilciliğini yapan kurumuz. Resmi temsilciliğini yaptığımız üniversitelerimiz için de herhangi bir ücret talep etmeden danışmanlık hizmeti sağlıyoruz. Bizleri internet web sayfamızdan, Instagram sayfamızdan ve Facebook üzerinden takip edebilirsiniz. Önümüzdeki günlerde de aynı şekilde webinar etkinliklerimiz devam ediyor olacak. Buradan da İstanbul, Ankara, İzmir ofislerimizin telefon numaralarına ulaşabilirsiniz. Ben sözü yetkilimiz Sara'ya bırakıyorum. Dediğim gibi sunum sonunda sorularınızı chat box'tan yanıtlıyor olacağız sesli olarak. Thank you, Sarah. It's yours now.
Hello, everyone. Hi, my name is Sarah Kaiser. I am the Student Recruitment Manager at Study Group, which is a leading pathway company in the UK. We have several partners in the UK. One of them is obviously Durham University. So thank you so much, Imran, for inviting me for this, to have this conversation and presentation with students. And I'm just going to get started on the presentation. And if you have any questions, please feel free to raise your hand or to put that down in the notes, and we will we will respond to them as soon as I'm done. All right, just give me 1 second. I will try to share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
All right, let me just remove we don't need to see ourselves. That's fine. So here we go. So I'm just going to put it in presentation mode. Okay. So many of you must have heard about Durham University. It is a world top 100 university. It is top 10 usually in the UK for most of its programs. It is top 10 in the UK generally. It is also a Russell Group university. So Russell Group are a group of universities, about 20-something universities, prestigious universities that are top class when it comes to research, and most of the Nobel laureates that are produced from the UK usually come from these top-led research universities. So just what will I cover in this today? So I would like to cover a little insight into Durham University, a little bit about the prospects of employability, Durham University research, Durham University facilities and faculties, a bit about the collegiate system that works at Durham University, and obviously the rankings. And also I will cover the study group Durham Partnership, the International Study Center, and the programs that are available for international students through this. Okay, so why choose Durham University? As I've mentioned already, it's a top 100 university in the world. So if you look at QS World Ranking of 2022, it is top 100. In the UK, it's ranked number 6. So pretty much for most of its programs, such as like law, psychology, some of the engineering programs, they are top 10. Almost 90% of its subjects are ranked top 10 in the UK. 18 of its subjects are ranked top 100 in the world. And it's also one of the highest in terms of graduate employment. Fun fact, apart from all these rankings, it is also one of the most beautiful places in terms of university campus. If you're into like Harry Potter or that old Victorian vibe, literally you will be studying in a castle as a university. And it is also one of the oldest universities in the UK, third, in fact, one of the oldest. So again, it's a very historical, it has one of the longest histories in terms of welcoming students and academics from all over the world. So a stepping stone into Durham University. So the ISC Center, International Study Center for Durham, it is located in Durham University's Queen's campus, which is in Stockton-upon-Tees. So this is about 30 to 40 minutes by car or bus ride from the actual main campus of Durham University. So this used to be initially Durham University's business faculty, but that facility has now moved on to the main campus, and now it is used as mainly for International Study Center. So progression to your degree at Durham. So for international students, whoever successfully complete their foundation or pre-master program, and obviously achieve the required grades for progression, they will progress into Durham University at Durham City. So speaking of employability and student outcomes, as I mentioned, it's one of the highest in the world for employee reputation. So Durham University students enjoy a very strong career and enterprise center facility with over 200 campus-led events every year. So we're talking about employers such as Nissan, we're talking about PwC, we're talking about Herbert Smith Freehills, we're talking about Teach First, and various others. So it's one of the best in terms of employability. It's one of the highest in the UK for graduate employability, and students after they graduate, about 97% of them either go into further study or they are in work in less than 3.5 years after graduation. And obviously in the world, they're top 100 as well when it comes to employer reputation, top 51 actually. So students, not just within the UK, but they're looking at global prospect in terms of employability and be able to work for global leaders. So speaking a little bit about facilities and what Durham does best. So Faculty of Art and Humanity, so it's ranked world top 50 in terms of art and humanity, including law. Faculty of Science, there are 8 different departments. So we're talking about pretty much all of the fields under science are covered. Fantastic in mathematical science, fantastic in engineering. Students have options of various different engineering subjects. top 100 in the world for physics and psychology. You have social sciences, anthropology, education, law, sociology, and obviously the business school. Their business school is ranked 43rd in Europe, and it is again world-class. In terms of facilities, so the ISC Center is based in their Queens campus. So it is a fully accomplished facility, modern faculty buildings, and also regarding the Durham, as I mentioned in the previous slide about the business school, for their MBA, Durham is triple accredited business school. So if you're looking for a triple accredited top class business program, Durham is the way to go. And other facilities, obviously, fantastic library with over 1,200 study spaces, new mathematical sciences and computing building that has just been completed a year ago. So it's pretty brand new, as you know, with the COVID, pretty much no one was on campus, and now we're only coming back with now. So one of the things that differentiates Durham from normal universities is that Durham University has a collegiate system. So collegiate system is similar to almost having your own house. This is not based on academia. It is not based on what program you're going to study. It is mainly almost like in the Harry Potter term, how you have Gryffindor, or if you have Slytherin, how each students have a house where it's basically their home and family for the duration of their study. Similarly, Durham University has a collegiate system. So it will be based on common interest. It will be based on, commonalities like, perhaps one of the colleges are more athletic. One of them is, some are big, some are small, some are great for athletics, some are great in mathematics, some are great for debate. So people from same kind of mind and same kind of interest will stay in that kind of in same college or same house, and that will become their home, and that will become, it's not just the place they eat and sleep in, but they basically have their own community and their own family for the rest of their education there. Each college also has excellent facilities in terms of study, socializing, sport, fitness, and art. Catered and self-catered options are available. It's not mandatory that students only have this collegiate system if they're only living at the college. No, students who are not living at college but studying at Durham are welcome to join this as well. For postgrad students, there is one college, which is called the Ustinov College, and this is for postgraduate students only. So that, again, postgrad being a much smaller circle, and it's a pretty big college, it helps students to, mingle and be with the same kind of people and be with the same kind of people with similar interests. I will play a video after the presentation, a few videos about how the college system works and also like student experiences at Durham. Let me see if I can, hold on a second. Let me, one second, sorry about that. I don't know why I can't, one second, sorry. Okay, so events in college, as expected, social events and student organized events are a big part of college life. So you will have a lot of different activities to do, and on top of your regular events and your study life. So you can expect events like musical and theatrical events, winter balls, summer balls, formal dining events, which are called formals, college day, and a lot of different sports events. Durham is a beautiful green, very green center, and there's a lot of different things you can do over there. There's various libraries, there are a lot of cafes, there's a lot of There's a great nightlife as well. Essentially, one of the greatest things about Durham University, it's a student city. So all activities that take place over there are centered around students. I will play this after I finish this presentation, so just bear with me a little bit. So in terms of the International Studies Center, a little bit into it. So at the ISC Center, we offer specialist pathway programs to help students with the academic and English language skills that they need to progress into Durham University. So the two programs that we have is International Foundation Year and Pre-Master. One of the things that is added to each of the programs students do is the career ahead. So the students get the tools they need to stand out when it comes to competitive graduate job market. In terms of location, as we can see over here, Queen's campus, which is in Stockton-on-Tees, it is about 45 minutes from Durham City. It is about 1 hour 15 minutes from Newcastle, from 2 hour 10 minutes from Manchester. So you're very close to Manchester, about 3 hour 10 minutes from London. And from Durham City, again, Newcastle is like 15 minutes, Manchester is about 2 hour 20, London is 2 hour 55 minutes. Middlesbrough is a larger town, which is about 10 minutes away by train. In terms of airports, you can see we have two close by airports, which is Newcastle, which is an international one, and the local one is the Durham Tees Valley Airport. A warm welcome to Queen's campus. So the International Study Center is located at the Queen's campus of Durham University, which is at Stockton-on-Tees. It is a modern, purpose-built site situated in a waterfront setting and wide range of facilities and study resources. So excellent student experience. In terms of expectations, this is what you can expect. Modern facilities, safe and supportive environment, and a very short walk from Stockton-on-Tees town center. Just to introduce you to some of our team. So Dr. Ismail is the center director, and these are some of the other deputies in place who help with everyday life and academics for our students. In terms of accommodation, so we offer accommodation at Rialto Court, which is just a short walk from the ISC Center. It offers safe and modern accommodation, and it is very conveniently located from Stockton-on-Tees. But if you are under 18, then you do need to stay on campus. If you're over 18, then you can request a private accommodation, and we'd be happy to accommodate that. In terms of student experience at Queen's campus, so some of the experiences the students get as part of their study with us is the student leadership program, different various clubs and societies. We also have the Durham Inspired Award, college allocation. So part of the, when I spoke about the collegiate system that we have, part of it is that from day one, we are working with students to determine what college they want to progress to on top of the program they want to go to. Because as I said, this would be their home for the whole duration of their study at Durham. So they need to, we talk to them and we support them throughout. Some students might need a little bit more support. Some students might already know what they're looking for and what college they fit in. And you will have visits as potential students. You will have visits to, when you're at ISC, to visit these colleges, to see it for yourself, to determine where you feel like you fit in best. So as I mentioned, visit to Durham and the university, the main campus, sports teams with Durham, and welfare support. So you don't feel like you are away from the campus. You are in one of its campus. You're in the Queen's campus of Durham University, but you have the international support and you are still very well connected to the main campus. And once you progress, before that, you're already comfortably, supported to settle into each of your colleges. So a lot of different activities that students get to take part in. There is also the Durham ISC Wellbeing Week. So students get to do that during, for example, February, where they take a break, they do mindfulness activities, they talk, they have outlets in terms of, they express themselves. And obviously you can't have mental well-being without fitness. Again, in terms of sport, so there's a multi-million-pound sports center based in the Queen's campus. So fitness suite, exercise classes, sports hall, spinning room, multi-activity studio. So it's a massive, massive sports center that students get to actively take part in and do various activities. And there's also a Olympic standard whitewater course, just 15 minutes walk away from Queen's campus. So Stockton-upon-Tees and the local area, as you can see, it's a small, friendly town with shops, cafes, and restaurants. It's a short walk from the campus. The Teesside Park is 10 minutes away. You can do various different activities. And obviously there's cinema, movies, bowling alley, restaurants. You can do kayaking, jet ski, diving, rowing, etc. Those are very close to Stockton, to the ISC Center. There are many year-round events that take place, such as the Duathlon or the Stockton Stages Comedy and Music Festival. You could spend the day in Preston Music Park, Park Museum or grounds. You have other, like have a day out at Yarm, a historic market. So there are a lot of different things for their modern and historical things that students can get involved in. Progression support. So as we mentioned, students need to pass their foundation program or their pre-master and get the right grades, get the grades that Durham requires in order to progress. So to help with that, our students, we support them we monitor their progress. We help in them with transition and engagement with the university. We help them with, getting in touch with faculty and departmental support, tester lectures, college allocation, as we mentioned about the collegiate system, and multiple visits in order for students to get familiar and to, to make sure that they have an idea about the course they're going for and where it's going to be situated and etc. Students studying at the ISC and obviously afterward at Durham have the right to work up to 20 hours per week. So anyone studying on a student visa during their pathway are entitled to work. For a student, this allows students to work for a maximum of 10 hours per week during term time, and they can do up to 40 hours per week out of term time, so usually during holidays. All right, so we can, again, post-study work visa, we can get to this if there's any questions about it. So, so basically, any student now going to UK and doing a full program, so 1 year at ISC, and after that you are finishing your degree at Durham, you would be entitled to 2 years post-study work as an international student, and that could lead to not only getting experience in the UK, but potential full-time job afterward. So a little bit about the International Foundation year. So the pathways that we have are science and engineering, humanities, law and sciences, and business, economics, accounting, and finance. The pricing for each of the pathway in terms of the full year price is between 19 to 21,000 pounds, depending. The programs are 3 terms long, and there are 2 intakes available. So that is September, which is a traditional intake, and we also have the January intake. For the January intake, we might need a bit of a higher English sometime, but the finish for the January intake is slightly later, as it still has to be a 3-term. Entry requirements: you need to have good high school graduation grades. So you're looking at about, at least I would say, in an American high school system, about 75% to 80% in your high school at the least. And in terms of IELTS, UKBI, you need to have 5.5 with minimum of 5 in each band. We also have an English language preparation for students who don't meet the IELTS requirement. They could come for 1 term English, 1 to 3 term depending, and to improve the level of English. In terms of progression, these are some of the programs that students can progress to. For example, business, economics, accounting, and finance. In the UK, Durham is ranked top 10 in the UK for business school and 43rd in Europe. Regarding accounting and finance, they're number 8, they're number 9 for business management, and they're top 10 again for economics. And these are some of the programs that students can go for. In terms of humanity, law, and social sciences, again, Durham is top 10 for quite a few of the programs within this realm. So if you're looking at archaeology, they're ranked number 3. For law, they're ranked number 6 in the UK, which is very, very, very highly ranked. For geography and environmental sciences, again, ranked number 3. For history, they're ranked number 5. So they're very well ranked for under humanities, laws, and social sciences. Pretty much, so when it comes to Durham University, the fantastic thing is it's such a highly ranked and top tier university. Almost you can expect most of their programs to be top 10. So literally 90% of the programs they have are top 10 in the UK, and quite a lot of them are top 100 or world ranked. So in terms of engineering, they are, for computer sciences, they're ranked number 7th in the UK. For physics and astronomy, they are 4th. For biological sciences, they're 8th. For general engineering, they are number 4 as well in the UK. And the rest you can see as well. So as I mentioned, the pre-masters, I'm not sure how many of the students today are going to be for pre-master, but did want to cover that a little bit. So we have pre-master in 3 programs, obviously, business, economics, accounting, finance as 1, and then law and social sciences and science and engineering. So we have an option of either 2 term or 3 terms, and the prices vary accordingly. So for the 2-term program, it's a January start. For the 3-term, we do have September and we do have January, but we will have to double check. Students, for example, who want to progress to finance or management can only start in September. So that program is not available in January, but the rest, which are available in January, are under the business realm. Entry requirements for 2-term are 6.0. For 3-term, it would be 5.5. And obviously, we also have English language preparation for students who don't meet the English requirement. So under business, economics, accounting, and finance, these all programs are available. One of the things about their business school is not only do they have the traditional business program, but they have some unique programs as well. If you have a look, so you can see that they have like experimental economics as a master's. They also have public economics, not just your traditional economics in master's degree. They also have Islamic finance and management, and they also have like various others. So if you're looking to supply chain, or if you're looking for entrepreneurship, so they have quite a various few options under. Again, just to remind you, Durham Business School is a triple accredited business school, and it is one of the top ranked in the UK and in Europe. And it's top 50 in the world for Masters of Management. It's also top 10 in the UK for Masters of Management. Again, also for finance, it's highly ranked in the UK. The Masters of Accounting is professionally accredited by ACCA. So any students who are looking into going into that and potentially progress into like auditing or accounting firms and some of the, like for example, the Big Four, then this is a fantastic program to go for. Law and science. So as I mentioned, top 10 for law, number 4 in the world for archaeology, number 12 in the world for geography. So again, highly ranked school, various different options under law. So it could be corporate law, it could be just generic masters of law. There's international trade and commercial law. There's also other elements which are not particularly law degrees, but are elements of policy and elements of international relations. So there's conflict prevention and peace building, European trade and commercial law, global politics, etc., international relations, and various other. In science and engineering, again, Durham is ranked number 4 for general engineering. It is number 1 in the UK, joint in the UK for internationally excellent and world-leading research. So the programs that you have progression to are advanced mechanical engineering, behavioral science, cognitive neuroscience, electrical, civil, mathematical sciences, etc. Prepare for success. So my recommendation is, if you are interested in Durham University, and this is a fantastic university and well reputed, I would recommend apply as soon as possible, because being a top ranked university, the seats go out really fast, and if you want to take advantage, you need to apply and get started as soon as you can. Why should you choose international? Why should you choose the foundation for Durham? So you will get, as an international student, it is always difficult. Usually the first year is very difficult because you have so many adjustments to do. You are going to a new country, you are going to a new culture, you're at a new curriculum, academic curriculum. On top of that, you have to take care of the weather, you have to take care of being away from family, being away from your friends. So the first year is most crucial, and that is where students can struggle. We are here to help. We want to make sure that is as smooth as possible. You get the support you need, you get the extra support you need to become successful, so that you progress, you graduate from Durham, and you become successful in life. So a few testimonials from our students, and I'm just going to play a few videos. And if you would like to get more information, please visit our website at durham.ac.uk/isc. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and you can watch our videos on Durham for YouTube. So now I would be very happy to take questions, but before I do that, I just wanted to quickly stop share and reshare my YouTube so that we can, I just want to share a video with you guys. Hold on a second. So I could tell you 50 different things why Durham is a beautiful city, but I think pictures and videos are worth more than just words. So let me just share my screen again. Imran, can you hear it?
It's quite an old town, full of heritage and everything. And it's from the culture, spoke history, also it's actually from the first and second famous period. So it's quite a so in the first year I joined the Durham team. I joined the baseball team in the second and third year. It was quite fun. So I would say the foundation sector actually prepared me quite well for the first team. I mean, you don't have to actually find a circle of friends to study the same subject as you. So the English classes that they have, the academic writing classes, and project really well as research based on what you're studying. and then get know more about your friends. And it's stressful. I know it's quite stressful to get the certain.
I also wanted to share another one. Just a second. Hold on a second. And here we are.
College system. But it's also one of the values that is so motto, it has its own it has its own balance, it has its own colors. It's one of the smallest colleges in the university, and it's nice and quiet. It's a kitten. 7 days a week. It's like somewhere you belong. Small networks which are systems with functions of the schemes that extra
All right. Shall we do another, or what do you think, Imran?
I think the voice is not good. Some of the participants are
No
commenting.
problem. Okay, so if you just see on my screen, if you can still see it, so I would recommend you check out our YouTube page. We have quite a few videos in terms of like explaining, for example, the college system that we have, also like, you know, the elements to the foundation, but also a little bit about Durham University, life in Durham. If you're looking for a particular subject, you know, there are particular student stories that could help you understand, to see where you feel like you're going to fit in. Also, in terms of matriculating into the university and various others. So there's a lot of content that you could go into, and you can also, like, some things that would help prepare you is, you know, looking into like what your first week at Durham is going to look like, and a bit about the university itself. So I think I am done with my presentation. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Thank you very much, Sarah, for your great presentation. There is one hand from Eylül Sibel Didinir. Eylül Hanım, sessiz sorabilirsiniz isterseniz, ya da yazılıda yardımcı olmak isteriz.
Okay, so hi, I got an offer for foundation year for law, and I was wondering, I don't know if you have mentioned this before, but I was wondering, our foundation students education faculty are located in a separate area from undergraduate students?
So Yes, as I mentioned, the ISC Center, which is for the foundation, this is located in the Queen's campus, which is about 45 minutes away from the main campus, where the year one study and the undergrad study takes place.
Okay, thank you. And another question, is it
Sure.
important for my college to be close to my faculty, or is it going to like be any college that I'm in? Is it going to be long for me to walk? Like, is it important?
So it's not going to be that long. Most of the colleges are within the same thing. But again, one thing you have to remember is in the UK, they love walking. So to you and me, perhaps you're like, oh, 10-minute walk. But in the UK, they would be like, oh, 30 minutes, that's so close, you know?
Okay, I
So,
see.
so again, I think to them, it's like a distance is a relative thing. It depends from person to person. But however, what I would say is there will be accessibility and buses that goes around. So
Oh,
if you
okay.
don't feel like walking, there is transportation that is available.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, but also think of it this way: Durham has a similar way to like University of Oxford or University of Cambridge. They all have different colleges. It's a collegiate system, and then you know, your college is your accommodation and you practically your home. You live there, your friends are there, everyone of your similar mental, you know, things you like will be based there. At the same time, your faculty is not going to be too far away, and there are transportation everywhere.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm just checking whether there are any questions coming up.
So there's a question, what is IB graduation rules for university? Do you mean what is the IB you need for foundation, or do you mean for direct year one entry? Amin? Amin had a question. Amin, are you still there? So regarding the IB, so what we normally require from students is approximately 24 to 27. So what we can do is, if you are in the IB right now, and we need it to be a IB diploma, in some cases we may be able to accept the IB certificate, but we'll have to check that with the academic assessment team. But in terms of normal requirement, we normally look at least 24 to 28 in order to enter the foundation. But if you want to enter directly into year one, you're looking at 32, 33, or even 35, depending on the program, because as you know, most of their programs are top 10. In terms of the scholarship availability, the question for pre-master, let me tell you. So there is up to £3,500 scholarship for the pre-master. For the master, there are some scholarships available, but that is available while you're studying your pre-masters to check on that. But for the pre-master, there is 3.5K, 3,500 in terms of British pounds scholarship available to undergrad and foundation and to pre-master students. Imran, I need you to translate. There is a question in Turkish.
Yeah, it's also about the scholarship opportunities for undergraduate courses.
So for undergraduate courses, the fees are between 19 to 21, depending on what route you go for. And scholarships are available up to 3,500. So this is for the foundation and for the pre-master. The maximum is 3,500. The minimum is 1,500. So you would need to, I would recommend apply, the earlier you apply for scholarship, the earlier your chance of getting the maximum.
Thank you very much. And keep checking the questions.
I have a question and I would like people to raise their hands. So how many of you grew up watching Harry Potter? Please raise your hands.
I can raise.
Okay, I see 2 hands. Any more? I can see a few more. That's great. So as one of the students had mentioned, literally the first 2 movies of Harry Potter, where it's more the castle vibe and, you know, the beautiful, the ancient historic castle, that is basically Durham. It was filmed over there, and this is what you're looking for. If you're looking for a, you know, the proper mix of Old English and the New England, then this is a fantastic campus to choose for sure. You get to live in ancient castle, you get to study in a castle while you're studying like economics and engineering, which is some of the most modern, and computer science, some of the most modern subjects, but you're doing that in a castle. So it's a great mix for students to have that kind of balance. And also at the same time, you're very close to like Manchester and Newcastle. So it gives you the great aspect of the very, very cared for and very, what's the word? Proper student city where it's safe and secure, and most of your colleagues or most of the people you're going to meet are students. So it's a very cultural sports city, and all the activities are going to be very relevant to you. At the same time, it is only like an hour or so from Newcastle and an hour or about 2 hours from Manchester. So you have that, you have that you know, in close proximity, so that you can go there on weekends and do something a bit more if you want to. So there is a question. It says, do you have any personal advice for us for the admissions process? So my personal advice for the admissions process would be, like, ask yourself, why do you want to go to Durham? Ask yourself what are the main elements that you're looking for when you're looking to study in the UK? Because choosing the right university, choosing the right program can make all the difference, you know? So my recommendation would be to you, Laura, and to other students, is check on YouTube from other students how they are experiencing it. So as I mentioned, our the videos that are available on YouTube under our channel, you can have a bit of an idea about the city and such, and do a little bit of research from your element and talk to Imran and his team, because then they are there to guide you and help you find the course and the university that would also fit you as a person, right? So also I would recommend getting in there early, to not be late in making a decision. If you're looking to get your scholarship in, if you want to get your offer and, you know, have that in hand while you take care of your studies, I would recommend get on it now. The earlier apply, the earlier your chance of, you know, getting your response faster, the earlier you can then see what conditions you have on your offer letter, and you have time to meet them, and you have opportunity for maximum scholarship that is on offer. You're welcome. I think Neely Morselli has a question, or is this still about Harry Potter?
It's about Harry Potter, I guess.
Still about Harry Potter? Okay.
Hi, I have a question. Am I supposed to accept the offer before I apply for scholarships? Or can I just apply for scholarships right now?
You need to apply for scholarship before, because so that you know what scholarship you will get, and then based on that, I would recommend you can make the decision.
Okay, thank you so
So
much.
get your scholarship request in right now.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else I can answer or help with?
I think we covered all the questions. Thank you very much for your information and presentation, Sarah. And maybe you can share your email address as well.
Sure. Let me put that in the email so you can reach out to me if you have any further questions. So this is my email address, sarah.kaiser@studygroup.com. So study group is basically the international study center for Durham and other quite few universities in the UK.
Thank you very much once again. And we hope to see you in Turkey soon.
Oh, I am so looking forward to that. Definitely. I am looking forward to my trip, inshallah, to Turkey. And thank you so much, Imran, and for having me. And thank you everyone for attending this. I hope this was useful. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, or you can always go to Imran.
Thank you very much. Have a great day for you.
Thank you. Have a great day as well. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.